It's race week, guys, and we're heading to the Hungarian Grand Prix for the race. It's a fantastic venue set out in Budapest, and last time out we had an absolute cracker, didn't we? It was a made-up pole for George Russell. It was Max Verstappen starting from 10th place, making his way through the field. Ferrari did a strange thing on strategy, putting the both drivers on the hards, which didn't work, and Lewis Hamilton making a charge through the field on softs and nicked to second place. You know, it was an upturn in performance for Mercedes last time, and well, they could do one for this weekend, can't they, after their big upgrade with the front wing not really working in Silverstone. Let's see how that plays out for this weekend for them. And if you've been living under a rock, the big news, Daniel Ricciardo is back in Formula 1. He'll be taking the AlphaTauri seat of Nick de Vries. It'd be interesting to see how he gets on. I mean, it was rumoured to do really well in the test, but he was in the best car on the field, and now he's going to go to the worst car, or probably second to worst car, alongside the Alfa Romeo for this weekend. It'll be very different to the Red Bull he's been driving in testing and the sim. So yeah, let's see how he gets on. I mean, both drivers of the AlphaTauri have both complained how difficult this car is to drive. They really struggle with the balance and not sure how it handles. And that was one of the key struggles for Danny Ric with McLaren, wasn't it? So will we see the same thing play out for him this weekend? I mean, it's a bit of a free hit, this one, isn't it? First in, but I'm sure he wants to get a good impression and get a good running, and it'll be all about his battle with his teammate, isn't it, Yuki, who actually has been on form this season. So it'll be interesting to see how them two get out in a pairing, and I imagine it'll be an absolute crack in that garage with them two. They're both a brilliant pair, aren't they? Yuki, I love him over the team radio, and Daniel Ricciardo's, as we know, is a fantastic character. For this weekend, we've got a new qualifying format. It was going to be played out in Imola. It's not. It moved because that got cancelled. For the Q1 session, all drivers will be on the hards. In the Q2, all of the mediums. And in Q3, everybody on the softs. It's a bid from Pirelli to try and make themselves a bit more environmentally friendly. It's a bid from Pirelli to make themselves a bit more environmentally friendly. Instead of lugging around and giving each team 13 tyres, they'll all get 11, saving 2 tyres for each team. Less crumpling up and throwing away less tyres, and also carrying a lot less tyres around. It's called the ATA, the Alternate Tyre Allocation. So let's see how that one pans out for this weekend. I mean, it's Sergio Perez is probably thinking, just keep it the same, just needs some consistency, needs a good qualifying performance to Disney this time out. You can't be doing with any of these mixer tyres. But if it is a wet or deemed a wet track, you'll be able to take whatever tyre you want. If it's a drying track, for example, if you're going from inters, you don't have to go to hards. You can pick whatever tyre you wish, so it all goes back to normal in that scenario. So it'll be an interesting element. Max Verstappen being the most vocal and saying that it's not really needed to spice up the racing. I'm not sure how it will play out, to be honest with you. We might like it. It's going to happen one more time at Monza. Thereafter, it'll be up for the team to decide if we see it again next season. Who knows? Let's see how we get on with that one. On the talk of tyres, Pirelli are bringing the C3, the C4 and the C5, the softest in their range for this weekend. The weather looks to be dry for this weekend. All 3 days, in fact, look dry, sunny, pretty decent temperatures, 28 degrees. It's looking at the moment for the Saturday and Sunday. But you never know, it could all change. Now, in other news, the big news actually is an upgrade for the Red Bull team, as if that car can't get any faster. Apparently, there's rumours that the new upgrades are going to bring about 0.2 of a second to this new Red Bull car. I mean, that would be a smack in the face for every track team up and down the field, wasn't they? They've all been struggling to that Red Bull. They're only going to get faster, aren't they? And they have up to now not bought an awful lot of upgrades, have we, that we know of? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Will we see anything significant on the front, or will it all be underneath of that Red Bull? Or will we go to a no pods and show Mercedes this is how it's done? That'd be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? But I doubt we'll see that happen. Yeah, and then it'll be a fantastic race for P2 again, wouldn't it? We had McLaren's up fighting at the front. We've had a brilliant battle behind Max Verstappen, haven't we? Last weekend and Austria it was McLaren. We've had Mercedes up there, Aston Martin early on in the season, Ferrari showing some form, and it's been a bit of a pick and mix, hasn't it? So I'm not sure who to pick for this weekend, but for the podium I'm going to go with Max Verstappen. If he does win, it'll be the 12th consecutive win for Red Bull. They'll beat McLaren's record of 11 straight wins from 1988. It'll be a magnificent achievement if they pull that one off, and I don't bet against it. So I'm going for a Max Verstappen win. I'm going to go for Lewis Hamilton second because I expect their car to do well around Hungaroring. It did last time out. Let's see how they get on, and I'm going to go for a return to form for Ferrari, and I'm going to go for Charles Leclerc in third. Now that is brave considering how well that McLaren is and not putting Lando Norris up there, but I'm going to go for that. Let's see how it goes. Should I do Lando Norris? I'm not sure. But there we are. That's going to be the podium. Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always. I'll see you in the next video. Watch out for the qualifying review and the race review on the weekend. See you then.